Good morning. All right, I am just going to do a little bit of double checking to make sure that everything is up and running and, as it should do, which is amazing. But you want to know the truth about all of this? While I check to make sure it's up and running, I don't know if I could fix it, even if it wasn't, which I know sounds totally silly, but it's true. So I just do my best and, oh, looks like yes. Looks like I've got everything. So thank you so much for being here with me today. Um, you, me, and the trees, just this collective of really where I see that it's our kindred experience where we can change your world through a meditation, and where with that we can also change our world with a meditation. So I love this stuff. I love the trees. And while, again, I'm inside, we're going to get plants. We're going to get plants today, not trees, but it's that deep connection that we have with, you know, with Mother Earth as well. So thank you so much. If you haven't been with me before, I'm Colleen Fletcher. This is You, Me, and the Trees. And I really, really, really appreciate you being here. Absolutely. Uh, so let's start with our very first meditation, which is letting go of the outside world. So often we're just super busy, we're doing all of these crazy things, and then we realize it's time to do something like this. Well, we're still can be kind of a little bit stuck in that other world. So I love that compounding aspect of what we're doing right now is letting go of the outside world and just that little focus, just that little piece of whew, right here within you. So many of you have not been with me, and thank you so much for being here. This is brilliant. So if this is your first time, you don't even really have to know how to meditate or anything, but I suggest closing your eyes, or at least finding a simple focal point. A candle is a really good idea for that. If you are outside, look at trees. If you're in front of a window, as I am, just look at the trees, look out there, and make that your focal point. So let's start right now. Okay, our first meditation of letting go of the outside world. Taking a breath, releasing any tension if you have that in your shoulders, in your low back, closing your eyes, and focus on your breath, on you, right here, right now, not all the crazy that can go on in the brain sometimes. If it happens, it's fine. It's fine. Don't get mad at yourself over that, but just let it ease. Let it ease. Take another breath if it happens, okay? So go ahead and close your eyes. Continuing to work with your breath, just little bits, breathing in and breathing out. And if you feel that you need to move your body a bit, then do so. Stretching, moving your arms around, moving your torso. These are great ways to help with that further connection, that taking that physicalness of whatever's going on in the outside world and helping to release that. How lovely. So go ahead and slowly start opening your eyes, and settling into wherever you are. Uh, take that aspect of feeling your feet on the ground, feeling your bum on the chair or the cushion or wherever you are. You have support in your low back. Just noticing that. Just that noticing aspect is so powerful of, okay, here I am, number one, and then you can take it into that next stage of is it what emotions are in there? Are you feeling tightness with it? And that is that next stage of what you can do to help relieve all of this. So today, I haven't even talked about the theme yet, have I? Oh my gosh. Um, it's it's about holistic, the holistic aspect of life. And it's how I see that, and why I spell holistic with a W. So it's the wholeness of holistic. And I've lived most of my life fairly, what people now term as green and all of these other words. I've kind of just done it for years and years. My business is that. And so for me, I have always seen the word holistic as with an like a hole in your health. So that's why I really started to spell the word with a W, because that's one whole unit. And you are one whole unit. Now, there are bits and pieces and ebbs and flows of all of this, but it's that aspect of a whole unit. So that's why I started spelling the word holistic. And for me, you see it a lot of, holistic beauty, holistic wellness. That's so what I love guiding you in, and what I want to share with the world. And this is one of those aspects of the love of trees and the love of meditation. So it's that whole part, or this is the individual of that whole part of that dynamic aspect of life in holistic living. So that's where the spelling of that came from. Now, I look at it as chemical, physical, and metaphysical, and body, mind, spirit. And some of those terminologies overlap, and then it's just this whole thing. It's this whole piece that I have, right? Chemical is what you put in and on your body. So in my case, that's why I have the organic skincare. I just choose to stay away from all the toxins. I think that for me, it works better. And that is what I absolutely love in sharing with you, and seeing how you can shift and feel good. Just feel good with that. So, what you put in and on your body, that means what you eat, what you drink, the products that you put on your body as well. Okay, that's the chemical aspect, because we are kind of chemistry of what we're made up of as well. The physical, as I was talking about in our letting go of the outside world meditation afterwards, if you need to move, do that. It really can help with that compounding aspect of a meditation. You release some of that tension physically, and how much more you can then compound and go into a deeper meditation. The physical part is also exercise, what you do. There are so many different forms of exercise. It doesn't mean that you just have to go to a gym and run on a treadmill, because I can tell you that is like the worst thing I could do. It would not be beneficial for me, but you might love it, right? So it's what works for your body. And sometimes it's an experiment of different times of the month as well, different times of the day is when you can take care of that physical part of your body. Now, metaphysical. That's the mind. Meta is mind. It's that physicalness of the mind and how you care for your body, or sorry, for caring for your spirit. So that's the spiritual aspect with it, and it doesn't have to be religion. That works for you, do it, absolutely. For me, it's nature and trees and plants. That's the part that really, really helps me. And I see it all too often in working with clients is it's that metaphysical and that spiritual aspect that tends to get pushed to the bottom more. With the metaphysical, there's that added piece of what your brain thinks your body follows. So that's where it pulls into that subconscious aspect. If you have a recurring theme going on in your brain of, I'm worthless, then that's what the brain, with all these brain waves that happen with it and so many other fine-tuned aspects of the beautifulness of our body, that's what comes out in different ways. It can come out in illness, it can come out in emotional outbursts, things like that. So that's the metaphysical. So caring for that, also known as that the bypassing of that critical factor. So we're going in with the conscious aspect and working with that metaphysical, the mind part of it as well. So again, then body, mind, spirit. Body is caring for your body, which is that chemical aspect that we talked about before. The mind is caring for your mind. That's that metaphysical aspect and how they kind of go together. The spiritual is this is the meditation, this type of part of it. I've always seen these in a triangle, like all equal sides with it. And let's say that for some reason you've gotten really, 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 really sick and your physical side has gone downhill. You haven't been exercising, doing everything. So that one's going to kind of go like this, and the other two have to pick up the slack with it. So that's how it's always an ebb and a flow of that whole aspect of your whole body. All right. So body, mind, spirit, chemical, physical, metaphysical. They intertwine. It is this continual, beautiful dance that they have within our body. Uh, yeah. So enjoy that dance. Identify a little bit with it. As you know, I always have lots of blogs and I'll post a couple of them in here for you in the comment section just to make it kind of easier to get right to those. If this is something that you haven't grown up and done for most of your life, there's some really easy ways to do it. Number one is being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for that. Number two, let's say that you decide to start buying one thing that just isn't quite so chemically processed, so maybe it's instead of, I don't know, I'm thinking off the top of my head, some kind of um, a store-bought pizza. I don't know, a store-bought pizza, and instead of the one, you go for the one that has far more vegetables on it, and then you go to the stage that it doesn't have meat on it if that's what you choose to do. Take little baby steps with all of this, of really incorporating more of that holistic, natural based aspect of life. It's easy to well, once you make up your mind with it, it's very easy to do. There's so many more options now with that. If you need help with things to incorporate into it, yes, reach out and ask. Always willing to help with that. Maybe the other thing you want to do is limit your medications. And I know in my practice, that's the main one that I see. People really want to limit their medications, and so we work, whether it's pain medications, then we work with releasing and working to reduce that pain. Um, Maybe it's antidepressants and people don't want to be antidepressants. I've actually been told that I am people's antidepressants because I help with so much of that whole aspect of your well-being. That's how that comes into play. So, and what an honor. Thank you so much for that. Uh, so those are just a couple of simple. Yes, they're simple, and I get that. For me, since I've done it, it's easy. But take one small step, and that's the simplicity of it. It's one small step. Knowledge in itself is one small step as well. Right. Let's all take a breath. Yes. Let's go there first. And then we're going to get into the next longer meditation that we're going to do. And I know I've been hearing from some of you that sometimes they're too long and sometimes I talk too much, and you just want to get into this hour-long meditation. I do my best for all of these different people that have it. So that are joining me. And what I'm going to suggest is, I know that right now this is a live session. Go back to it later if you want a longer session. And wherever you're watching it, YouTube is normally the best place to find these, or on my website, in the blog section with it. But pause it so you can get into that longer session yourself, because on my end I'm trying to incorporate as many people as possible. So I just kind of wanted to clarify that for you, of why I don't have these super long sessions that way. um, some of them, we're going to start doing those to make you super happy too, that want those long sessions. Okay. uh, what are we going to do now? We're going to get back into a meditation. And notice this time that compounding part of, okay, I let go of everything out here. I'm already connected within. Take that breath, close your eyes, deep meditation. I have two affirmations this time. So throughout the meditation, I'm just going to you'll hear me come in and talk and say those for you. So yes, close your eyes, release your body, and know that you lovingly move through life in holistic wellness. You lovingly move through life in holistic wellness. Now saying to yourself, I lovingly move through life in holistic wellness. I lovingly move through life in holistic wellness. Time spent with trees uplifts my heart and soul. Time spent with trees uplifts my heart and soul. Time spent with trees uplifts your heart and soul. Time spent with trees uplifts my heart and soul. my tree loving friends. Go ahead and slowly open in your eyes. Thank you so much for being here with me. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. You know, it's this what makes me thrive and what makes me happy, and all of the good things in my life. You know, I've realized it comes from me as well, but what really makes me feel empowered with all of this is to see you holistically thrive. That's what puts a massive smile on my face, is seeing and hearing, and thank you for all of the messages I get from you. Seeing you holistically thrive makes me super happy. It keeps me going. So thank you. So, so much appreciated. You know, look within and see where you can expand upon your holistic life. For sure, uh, it's easy. Uh, because again, it's that one thought process, and oh, I'm just going to do one thing. That's the part that's really easy about it. Very empowering as well to take care of all of those aspects of who you are, that whole being of you, that whole beautiful being of you. Thank you so much for being here with me. I always, always appreciate it. Go and love some trees. Send me those photos that you always send. Post them in that Facebook group. Leave me comments, because this is how it really helps to engage other people with this as well, so that we can just change our world through a meditation, change your world through a meditation. And I really appreciate you being here with me. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.